This lawsuit is so long. It's so many, it's so many things that, he's claiming Diddy did.
Not only does this lawsuit mention Diddy, it also includes other A-list celebrities. What stands out here?
It seems like Young Miami truly expected to sit this one out and not being dragged into the drama surrounding Diddy and his vicious crimes. This girl has been hustling hard to switch up her game, and she even announced this whole Yams era on her Instagram, getting rid of all the presence of Diddy in her life. But let me tell you, things ain't been smooth sailing for her. Just when she thought she was putting her PD with the music mogul behind her, bomb hit with a fresh new allegation, and guess what? She is going down for soliciting in his most horrible essays.
People got to understand cultural impact. And let me tell you about the measurement about that. And this is where people get f***ed up in the industry.
So M is looking to turn a new leaf in 2024. But here's the thing, her past with Diddy keeps catching up with her all the time. Word on the street that the music mogul allegedly being on the down low. But now he's getting slapped with yet another lawsuit by producer Rye Jones, who used to work with him. Rodney is accusing the man of some seriously inappropriate behavior, and the lawsuit reads Rod was the victim of constant unsolicited and unauthorized groping and touching of his private parts by Mr. Combs, and was uncomfortable with Mr. Combs' advances. But the most shocking thing is that Young Miami's name is getting thrown into the mix to Rodney, saying she knew what was going on, and let me tell you, that's not good news for her. She's been trying to distance herself from all the drama, but now it's like she's right back in the thick of it.
Nickname is gonna be Carisha Maxwell. You thought you was all special, popping all that. Like, come on, girl.
It's not like Young Miami expected this turn of event, and she was already trying to move on from her shameful past practices. But she was hit with a quite unpleasant surprise when her name was also mentioned in the lawsuit, along with some other celebs. Now she hoped to distance herself from Diddy's downfall. But hey, it's time to reap what she is. In the lawsuit, Jones alleged he has irrefutable evidence of, among other things, Young Miami's cousin and assistant, essaying him. According to Jones, he was in the middle of the work with Diddy, and Young Miami and her female cousins were also present in his legal complaint. The victim alleges that the city girl's cousin burst into the bathroom while he was inside, at which point she allegedly started groping him. It looks like thirst for inappropriate intercourse is the family thing.
I do what I want to do. Always have, always will. I cannot be tamed.
Let's rewind a bit and unpack what's going on with this lawsuit, because Rodney Jones, the producer who's suing Diddy, isn't holding back and everyone's under fire. He's laying out some serious allegations against the mogul. Rodin is claiming that made some seriously inappropriate moves while they were working together, and he had it all on camera on several occasions. Mr. Combs took Mr. Jones' cell phone and began recording himself. As a result, Mr. Jones has secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Mr. Combs, his staff, and his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. And if that wasn't bad enough, Rodney says that Young Miami was in the know about what was going on. It's a messy situation, to say the least.
Is that you have been seemingly co-signing all the things that many different people.
Now here's where things get really interesting. There have been whispers and rumors about Diddy's behavior for months. Blind items have been floating around hinting at some shady stuff going on behind the scenes. And now with Rodney's lawsuit making headlines, it's like the floodgates have opened. People are coming out of the woodwork with their own stories about Diddy, and it's not a good look for his reputation. As for Young Miami, she's caught right in the middle of it all. She's been trying to distance herself from the drama and focus on her music, but with her name being dragged into this lawsuit, it's like she can't. That's a break, and just when she thought she was making progress with her rebranding efforts, she's right back where she started, dragged into the mix with Diddy's new SA lawsuit.
You know what I'm saying? There's so much pressure, so much stuff going on in the world right now.
This drama isn't going away anytime soon, and insiders claims that Young Miami is already on the verge of breaking down. And as the lawsuits pile up and the accusations fly, it's clear that things are only going to get messier from here. But it seems like no one feels sorry for her. As one person commented, no one needs to feel sorry for her. She's probably been a part of this all along. And another added, Miami is getting exactly what she deserves. She could have stayed in City Girls, and she definitely could have kept her longtime friendship with GT, but she decided to dunk Jate and chase the money. But at least she wouldn't be facing this mess alone, as this new lawsuit mentions a lot of other names apart from her. Seriously, folks, it's starting to seem like everyone in Hollywood is involved with. Everyone in Hollywood is involved with everyone else, and they all knew about these horrible escapades. Apparently, there's a talk about the music mogul in the parties again. And as we know, no one parties like this man. There are no Miss Conai about me. But here's the thing, it's not just about man being essayed in his shocking lawsuit. Rodney also alleged that Diddy spiked the drinks at these parties. With some attendees being underage, this all just confirms the theories that we've heard before from other insiders, but it looks like the new accuser is coming loaded with evidence. But it doesn't stop there. Even Cuba Gooding Jr. was implicated. Rodney claimed that Diddy introduced to Cuba Gooding on his yacht, where the actor allegedly engaged in inappropriate behavior.
There are no misconceptions about me.
Rodney is now determined to expose the music industry and the actions of some bigwigs, fully claiming that an altercation in the studio led to someone being fired. And as for Young Miami's involvement, the accuser alleges that her cousin was also a part of the shenanigans. He claims that the city girl singer was present during the essay, and that the music mogul orchestrated the incident. The court alleges that Young Miami's cousin attempted to engage in intimate activity with Rod while he was in a bath. Through Mr. Jones believed that Mr. Combs sent her in there to essay Mr. Jones. As she entered the bathroom, she dropped to her knees and began performing intimate act on Mr. Jones' exposed private parts. So not only was Diddy allegedly involved with Miami, but also with her cousin. It's revolting, but given what we know about Diddy and his crazy lifestyle from the previous lawsuits and accusations, it's hardly surprising Young Miami's been hustling to rebrand herself with new music era. Young Miami's Yams LL probably doesn't make sense, but just when it seemed like she was leaving the Diddy drama in the dust, boom, a fresh lawsuit drags her back into this mess. This time Young Miami's caught right in the middle, and she's reportedly breaking down, unable to cope with the weight of allegations. As one insider claimed, this latest lawsuit has Young Miami in total shambles, and it's got nothing to do with her cousin's antics with Diddy. Apparently, she has even more to hide about her relationship with the music mogul, and she's totally afraid of other victims to come forward and point fingers at her. Well, turns out she thought the lawsuits were all wrapped up, but she can't break the ties with the person she's been so close to. Cuz he made me so comfortable, and he made me really know what direction I want to go in, what type of conversations I want to have. The insider spilled the tea, revealing that Miami tried to start anew, and that's why she announced her rebranding, hoping people move on it swell and stop associating herself with Diddy. That's why she suddenly removed all traces of her past from Instagram and went public with her Yams era, because she thought she was in the clear. Under one of her freshly posted publications, she announced, "I'm taking it back to Miami, the Yams, my root. My people, my lingo, it all come from somewhere. They just be wanting to see you at your lowest." And here she is, barely 2 weeks after starting a new life, with her name slapped on this fresh lawsuit, and I said she's feeling the heat all over again. Miami is reportedly having a major meltdown over this whole ordeal because she doesn't know what to expect and who's coming forward next. It's a lot of people I couldn't even cue was there. What's one thing's for sure, folks, Young Miami made her choice back when she started dating Diddy, and probably she should stop playing the victim here. At least netizens are not showing her any sympathy in this situation, as one person commented, "When women chasing bag and going for a so-called high-valued man goes wrong," and another user added it. It's so many layers to this. Young Miami thought she hit a gold mine. All that glitters ain't gold. I wonder if all the flashing lights, money, and PGs were worth it. Her career will never be the same. But if this girl was eager to ride with this criminal, probable it's time for her to face the music as well. But folks, what do you think about all this? Will Young Miami be able to revive her career after this dirty association with Diddy, or will she be going down with him? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check my other video